Hello and welcome. Right. Yeah, message received loud and clear. Yeah, we need to get some wood chips. I remember. I do. Oh, yeah, this is one. Obviously, lots of metal fences. You can see all of the... As you like... I think it's drawn it now, so it won't do it again. But, yeah. Or maybe it does. It's a range thing. No, I think it will have done it. I don't think it'll do it again, but we'll see. You can see them all around the top of the screen, like... But I think it's done it. I think it's when it draws them and brings them in, so... Yeah, all those fences there, it'll be those that they were going to draw. And they were like, in the distance, you can see things popping. Right, so... Just actually, as I came in, I put the what I'm classed as the normal Unimog in. The one I'm used to. Right, so we want some wood chips, simple as, and we've also got quite a bit of buying and selling to do. Yeah, we did, it's true. Are we going to do that, or are we? I think we sort of decided for some we were going to do it because it was about right, and others we weren't, if I remember rightly. The sunflowers seem to be... I don't know how the sunflowers got to be so much so. The only way that can happen legitimately is if... oh, so I left the gate open. Right, my bad. Yeah, I should have shut that. But I would... Yeah, no. I should. No excuses. You only just can get out. Right, so we need this. Really not the best choice of vehicles, though. So let's swap this for the... I would say the lead tractor, but it isn't. Yeah, he was for a very brief time, and now that comes up well there. That is good. So let's leave the big 306 horsepower. Let's leave that. Yeah, I did double check as I left the game as well about the prices, and I have definitely set the price, and also on grapes and grape juice. There was the other thing. Yeah, this has got a weird... Yeah, the graphics go strange on the nose on this. Yeah, from a distance, it sort of like crackles and... Snap, crackles and pop. Yeah, for those who remember those brilliant adverts of Rice Krispies. Yeah, I don't know whatever happened to them. They were like one of the best adverts out there, and then they like basically let it go. Yeah, for some reason. This, I think, needs a bit more there, just on the back side to more slowly go down. Right, so wood chips is what we need. Then we need to check our oils. This is going to be a busy sort of selling thing. So I think we've done all jobs as well. I think we've checked. Because I know what I'm like. I frequently say things like that, and then actually I'm talking nonsense, and we're not at all. I didn't even... No, I didn't. It's true. We'll stick them direct in as well. So wood chips, I don't know which way around they are, because I don't very frequently buy wood chips. They're not something I normally buy, but it is true. There's nothing wrong with it. You're literally buying it from a source, and we've got a market. And this is a very reasonably priced contract we have with a supplier. I feel justified because mine's exactly the same price as H2 Studios Best and Matana, so I've not really like gone even more silly than anybody else. You know what I mean? I've literally gone to the same as anyone else would do, so we could stick it straight in there. It does make sense actually, because it is still programmed, I think, to let's check while that's actually unloading. Let's see, is the no, the huge corner production is quite a way down if I remember rightly. W for wood chips. It is it on? Yeah, it was. Indeed, it still is now. Fantastic. One more. Let's wait for the drawbary thing to get to the front, otherwise it doesn't make any sense on how it's doing. Nice one. Yeah, that pushing thing is quite a difficult thing to do. Right, okay then. Yeah, so nearly 9,000 a pop, 18,000 odd for the 2 lots, which is, it's a considerable amount, but it will tide us over, I think, at slightly more than we had before. So if on the hour, that should go across to the chipping factory, and that's guar excess. I did remember to increase the storage on this by a lot on the Bionic. Yeah, so now those little red bars that were green, you know, like we're getting red because the storage was massively high. Now it's no longer is, which is good for us. Right, so yeah, so let's just switch the sunflower oil off because there's nothing else in there. There's no. Why has it still got 19,000? Oh, is this done this? Oh, of course. No. Storage glitch. It's got more now than it ever had before. It's like it's not. Hang on a minute. I'm sure that just is going. It is. Hang on. 269. It's going down. So it's like it's buying from somewhere. Have we got any in the huge corner production? No. Oh, yeah, we have 4,487. And we have told it to go. So why? We know for a fact that this is fibbing. And there's only one way that this can have happened, and that is if that is buying them in. And obviously we've not told it to do that. But you don't really know how Giants has... what I mean is, it is taking costs. We've not done anything. So I've given up the will to live on worrying about such things, because I don't mean it funny, but I hate cheating with a passion anyway. There's no way. But it does make... This is why I think that Giants haven't allowed production silos in the game, because they know only too well that there are issues with them, which means there's issues with productions on FS25. Now, I've got to be honest, I think there are issues in FS22 as well. And I think that's the reason why in FS25, Giants don't allow production silos, due to the fact that they do something that they shouldn't do. Now, I don't know how to combat that, but the game is the fault, not me. And obviously... I mean, I could go back to standard silos, but then it really does mean that you're lugging stuff from one thing to another. It really does detract. And I know everyone else does that. What I mean is I've had them for such a long time that I've sort of got used to them doing that. But this I don't like. But it's a game glitch, which I just don't know what to do. Whether I think, oh, okay, that's it. No more production silos for me. Because I don't think we're going to get them. Because I think Giants know. But I think I've tried it without. But I could try it for a Let's Play. That would be nice. Because I don't like the idea of this. I don't. It would then mean that we've got to physically... Well, it wouldn't be that bad a job to... It would now, though. That's the trouble in it, because it's got a lot of stuff in it, including 140,000 litres. Oh, the one thing I have done is government subsidy. Yes, so let's stick a sign down and do one... Is it 1 day or 1 hour? I can't remember. But I don't want to make a mistake with it, because obviously we need to buy telehandler for the shop. Is the only reason I need government subsidy. Is it in sell points, I think, or something like that, isn't it? Or is it generators? Generators. Makes sense. Right, so let's stick that down for now. You can delete them. Yeah, I'm sure you can. Let's look at it. Okay. Wants to spin for too long now. Yeah, that's something else they've improved. Right, okay, so let's go through for like an hour. And we want to go very slow. Oh, I've done it again. Oh, will you stop with the pressing the 8, F8 instead of 8. Do you know? You have to press it so many times as well. Right. So then, oh, it's not long to go, but I don't know if that'll work. Having well, not never use them, but not use them for a long, long time. 156. Right. Okay. Well, didn't see anything spectacular happening in an hour. Right, okay. Yeah, so now 116. Let's speed up again to about 1 o'clock. Oh, weren't we selling? We're selling some stuff. We're just going to like instantly go forget it straight away. Now, what are we looking at? I know really oils and such like things. Were we going for everything? I think the oils, and not olive oils. So let's do all the other oils. I do remember. Grape juice we didn't look at. Let's have a look at grape juice. My grape juice. Now, if I remember right, now this I have knocked down as well. So again, I've knocked down the grapes and the grape juice. So it should be much, much better. I'm sure I've done this before, and although the prices don't... No, they're still saying they're really high. That's really weird. We could sell 1,000 litres and see if we do get anywhere this ridiculous amount. That would really prove whether or not this is... So grapes, again, are saying... And grape juice is a little bit... I don't think it is that high now. I've done it at ×1. At like 0. In other words, at what it should be. So let's do it. Literally... So we want... Yeah, no, they are storing, aren't they? So that's all good. We just need to, like, do it. Because, yeah, I would like to try Bravens to see. But I have a nasty, sneaky feeling that's the type of thing that would be a problem. Right, so we now need to grab our telehandler from down yonder. And... yeah, we need to bring it up here. Will we need a weight? Not really, not for this, no. It doesn't hurt, though. Let's do it. So, other side. Do we take something with us? Because some of it needs to, like, go up anyway. What header are we going to need? Well, the harvester can do that itself. Because that's folding. What could we do? We could take this... No, we can't. It's the wrong kind of attach. We could take one of the BA Industries. Although it's not very far. It's only across the road for that one. The little one is going to go up. So we could take the 50-tonner. We've already got a 50-tonner. True, this could go down at the... Yeah, it's true, actually. Let's drop this off across the road as well. Then we've got a choice of the two. No, we sold that one, didn't we? Isn't this the replacement? Let's have a look. That's true, actually. Yeah, I thought we'd sold that one, but then again, I'm not sure. Yeah, actually small. No, we've only got the one. Yeah, it would be right underneath it, and it's not. So this is the only one. So we will take this up with us. Definitely. And just repair it. I'm not sure we did that. In fact, I'm almost sure we didn't. Oh, that needs repairing. Brilliant. Done. Let's get this back up home. And we're still looking for the little, a little tractor that is going to do down this end Fiat. Oh, I haven't got anything in like the Fiat Agri in that. It's all not in. That's what I'm saying. The Fiat 150, all of those little tractors that I would normally have, being as things were going bad, I didn't put them in because I didn't know which thing the game wasn't liking. It was definitely a beacon though, and it's also said the thing, and it's the Highland Pack. But obviously, it's something in the Highland Pack is clashing with something else, because obviously, if you don't put these other things in, it loads. So, but it was Beacon 08 or something like that. That it said it stuck on that. It wouldn't load the next thing. So whatever was next, but the words that stick in my brain was unable to load item, and that was something that was obviously stuck and would no longer load. Oh no, it doesn't like it, does it? It's dragging a bit. No, I don't like the hitch very much. I don't know why. I've never had any problems with anything else. It's not turning terribly well. Right, so then. Let's get into that time lapse and get some loading and unloading done, and let's get some cash for this. Yeah. Oh, we're still on 30 times. Let's just go to 12. Oh, that's it. Nice one. That's it. That'll do. Let's just quickly, as we're passing. Oh, the bells. Now, if we do a level, just for a little tiny bit, with that top section, with a double level like that. Wow. And then we do a soften. With a small soften, just like that. And just like that. I think that should be about right. And then just a tiny touch of a soften just there. With a random one, I reckon. Should be about what I'm expecting it to be. This is the real effort, is the putting back all the grass and that when you the level tool does its dastardly tricks. Because I always think it's that's the type of detailing that really makes a difference. Let's have a look. Did that do anything at all? I mean, this is struggling with weights. Well, no, give you do. That's not too terrible. The other thing I was thinking was there may be one more place for a shed, and that's here on the left. It's quite a big clearing here. But I was also thinking, yeah, but you might have to put a production down. I think we're there. I don't think this... Maybe I keep talking about self-sufficiency. We need the berry back thing. Oh, no, actually, I think it is... Yeah, that is the right one. Right, so then, this is where we need to be. We need a tractor. Is this a... I'm not sure. It's a big map, though. It is big. So we need one of our tractors. You will do nicely. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with yourself. You do need a bit of fuel, though, because we did heavily use you to begin with as the only tractor. Right, okay. The steering is definitely nerfed more. It's... You like wobble more on the wideness. I go wide more than I used to, so I don't know if they've made it even worse. It's just, I mean, I'm not being nasty, but you sort of get used to it. So whether it is it that mean it's better and I need to adjust or worse, or I'm not sure. I don't really know how to equate it. I just know that, mind you, I did have a week off, but yeah, but I can't imagine you in a week you're gonna like go terrible. Not really. I can't imagine that either. Going rusty is usually like months and months and months of like not using something. Right, let's try and level. Let's see if we can get this. Yeah, that's true. Let's do what we used to do on... We like... Yeah, again, this is not brilliantly placed either. We're a bit too close. Right, okay, this is going to have to do. Right, I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I've come to a decision. I always think in life when you say things like, "Oh, I'm not a cheat." Now, if I've got 18,000 litres of sunflower oil that we're allowed to have. So if any more pops now, as far as I'm concerned, we're going to just shove a massive pile behind this shed and we're going to totally ignore it because it shouldn't be like that. I can't recall having a lot, but I don't know if it would. No, I don't think it's that clever. I just think it's some sort of game glitch. And I don't know how to fix it. Ooh, I didn't think of that very well, did I? Ooh, now I'm sort of snarled. It took me around the corner. Yeah, my tractor's also stuck on the, as well as that being stuck. I think we're going to need to let go and then like come a bit more round. And hopefully, I don't remember having problems with this last time. Maybe my gear's leaning out a bit more. It is possible that, yeah, that the one there's definitely a bit leaning outy. I did want to sell like an odd one of like one of them. No, we didn't have many raisins, but we had more than it said, so. 179. $73. Well, no, there were 5,000 litres. Yeah, I'm going to say I'm trying to inwardly digest whether or not that's charging me. Well, we could do this now. Let's grab one of each and see. Or is it charging me the extortionate amount that? I mean, because obviously, as a modder, I control the amount of cost. Well, you think I do anyway, but I mean, I know for a fact I've been and changed those to just 1 times the amount. So what are you? We want one of each. So olive oil, 5,000 litres. So let's see, how much do we get for one of these at the store? Bearing in mind it should be 5 times a single, you know, like it's 5,000 litres, so it's 5 times what you'd expect to get. You know what? Yeah, you know what I mean. Normally it's 1,000 litres. I did never do the sunflowers because I never expected to like have 70 odd like amount. So 5,000 litres is 15. No, it's definitely charging the 3,000 odd. No, it should be, shouldn't it? Isn't that right? Yeah. So that is, yeah, that is right. We did say that 3,000. It was 2,000 something. That should give you an extra third, which is about the price you would get. So that's right. The olive oil is definitely right with what it should be. Thinking about it. So now, is there anything else left that we can try? Because is it all olive oil, or we just have to strap one, don't we, to see? Yeah, is any of the others? Are they all olive oil now? Yeah, they are typically all olive oil. Right, okay. It is weird though, I really do sort of hate any kind of sort of cheating. So any now sunflower oil, like there's, how much sunflower oil is, there should be a lot. We just don't want it anymore. 54,000 litres of sunflower oil, which is just no way is that right. So let's get on with the legitimate things that we've got to do. Let's just stick these loose ones and then we'll carry on, because otherwise it just makes a mockery of everything. This is what I always say about cheating. I mean, if you feel strongly about it, you wouldn't feel right about what you've done if you're cheating. So this is right. The olive oils is, I mean, we know it's a very lucrative thing, but it's not at the right price. We would get far more if we sold it, but it's still sort of the same due to the fact that we're selling it there, which gives us an extra 33%, which means it's back up to like the high price. So we would get much more than this if we sold it at the right time, is my point. Yeah, that is definitely uneven weight. definitely. It's like more to the left than it is to the right. We need to change that. Right, so then let's get on with... Can we tell the... That's true, we could. Let's tell the sunflower oil to distribute. Yes. Oh, no, not selling. Distribute. Then it surely won't try and come out anymore. I think that's how it works. If we tell it to distribute, it should no longer pop out. Right, let's get this sorted. Time lapse. Yeah, there's still a load to do. There is. I mean, we're going to be quite well off. But I mean, then I did say that the oils is like that. It really is. So why is that so uneven? Yeah. I've not noticed that before. Right, anyway, let's get on with this. Yeah, I'm going to say my words. And we'll see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, now that's dodged a bullet, but I was just thinking, yeah, but you've got another massive field of sunflowers. And I was thinking, yeah, but we could always just dump those into a standard silo due to this problem and then draw out the equivalent amount of what we've already got, but not until next year, is what I'm thinking. So 93,000. So that was all legit. We only sold 18,000 litres of sunflower oil. The rest is flying through the air. And it's, how much is that saying we've got? So I've got 54,000, which is obviously way more than, you know, like what we're going to get from this current crop as well. So we're just going to stick that. Let's stick a standard storage silo down, multi-fruit, something I've not used in a long time. But if this is going to be a thing, because I've had a lot of issues with this recently, but more so recently, even with having that where it can't use storage, something not right with production silos, full stop, definitely. So let's use my large silo, large multi-fruit that I haven't used in... Oh, I don't know that I've ticked it. No, of course, I don't normally use them. It's true. It is true. Right, okay. So I can't now, but I will. I will tick them. Again, it's sort of like an afterthought, but the multi-fruits, because I've never not used them in absolutely forever, because I've always been using the production silos. And I've not always had this issue. But no, it did even on Frankenmuth, it chattered, and I was sure there that it had cheated, and like it was eggs and all manner of stuff, it was multiplying. It was havoc, real havoc. And it's sort of, as I said, it's for me as a human being, because it's not the kind of way that I am, it's sort of soul destroying when you like no, you're cheating even if you're not trying to cheat, because it's still cheating no matter how much you look at it. You didn't mean to, admittedly, but what I mean is I'd sooner not play with production silos. I mean, I'm not sure if these themselves will do it, but I mean, I suppose I get the feeling that productions, they chatter amongst themselves, almost like passing things around, and I think it's that does it, that it sort of like mucks around with the calculations. But it's obviously a game error. We know it's not me, like I can't control the game, but the game is making them cheat, so therefore, yeah, we can see massively bad. That is true, actually. Yeah, I wonder if it is the fact that there's... whether the game sort of realises sunflowers 1, olives and olives 1, whether they cause an issue. But I haven't got... yeah, the one weird thing is, that makes it even more of a strangers, I haven't got sunflower 1. What I mean is it's only got normal sunflowers in, and it's sunflowers that are affected. My olives, they were fine, and they're my own concoction. You know, olives, the picture you see is a special field type, a unique field type as it's called, that I've created myself so that I could do 5,000 litre pallets. And that was unaffected. That was okay. So it sort of makes me, do I make a sunflower 1 so that this problem goes away? Maybe it's the game with its own natural field types. It's something I could try, because I would like to sort this out where I can use production silos but also know how to combat the issue. So we are legitimately now up to £556,709. We have offloaded... have we offloaded? Well, we've offloaded obviously everything that we should offload. Yeah, I mean, obviously we know they've got a shed load of grapes. Now that is a point. Let me just... I'd like to sort of see if the game reflects the price of olives as they really are, or whether it reflects the price it's saying, because we've just seen that normal olives, according to the game, are worth exactly the same. So if we got a 5,000 litre thing of olives, it should be 15,000 according to what the game's saying. Now I know I've changed this. I went in afterward, you know, after the session yesterday to think, well, I know I've done this. Why is it not actually working properly? Yeah, the other disconcerting thing is the graphics aren't working for the plants on this one. So we want... is that one of each, I think? Yeah, olives and grapes. We want to do one at a time. Yeah, because the olives shouldn't be anywhere near that now. There should be ×1. That's what I told it to be. So I don't understand why. So we want to grab one of these, drop it in, and then grab the other one to see which one is which. Yeah, because what I mean is, if your olives and your grapes were exactly the same, there would be no point in making the production, because obviously we've got super olives and super grapes. Well, yeah, I'm not doing that. But there would be no point in doing the production if it was worth the same. So the grapes should not be worth what it's saying. Let's see what they actually are worth. Is it reading correctly? That's 3,000. Yeah, it is. So it is reading pretty much the same. I don't understand how the game is working. Well, you see, you've got a file called extra field types, and you set the price. It was set at 2.85. In other words, almost 3 times the price to get 3,000 and odd. Now I set it down at 1.00, which is 1 times, and so therefore should not get that. I don't understand why. Unless it sets it? No, you change productions and they change. So olives, again. Gordon Bennett, olives are worth more. Way more. Right, okay, well that proves that. That's totally wrong. Right, okay, well, we're not going to do that again, obviously. Oh, I can't minus. Right, let's rip the government subsidy, and I'm willing to foot the bill for the telehandler myself because I hate this kind of skullduggery. Yeah, we will sell you. Yeah. And because I'm feeling generous, because I don't. Yeah, that's that 25, 35, 40 grand. So we could buy outright another red rock. No, so it'll confuse me. I'm happy to sort of. Oh, brilliant. That we will also buy. It does. It really sort of almost makes me feel like I want to walk away from the Let's Play because that's how strongly I feel about cheating. It's that much of a thing to me as a human being. It really is. Right, so then let's grab a telehandler. And we're not... So, yeah, so I'm not sure. That's the other thing that confused me about the... Do we go for something different? Now that we've got that ability to have the 3 points on the back of something, they've all got a pin hitch. Yeah, it sort of makes this completely different. Now, I like swivels, so let's go for that. And we also want to buy... no. We want a miscellaneous to grab the fantastic thing that's made this so brilliant now. Miscellaneous. I keep forgetting its name. The Unihid. That's the one. It's hydraulic colour red and hitch colour black is about perfect for that. So yeah, 2,700. And we also need a tool for it as well. So telehandler tool. Going to go for exactly the same as we've got. So that's our farm that's footed the bill for that little lot. Just because I'm not sure of however much went in or not, and I'm quite happy with how well we're doing and affording that. We do need to do animals though, because that is obviously we've also got some stuff that we need to sell. I'm not being that generous. You know what I mean? Is there's quite a lot of cash to get back, but I would like to go animals, so let's do this. Let's grab that. Oops. So this was courtesy of BI Industries CEO. Oh, it's one of them. When you do the cycling thing and it doesn't work as a telehandler unless it's on the right thing. Oh, that's a deal breaker, that is. It really is. Oh well, we'll just keep it on this all the time. I just remember not to have this. Yeah, but you can't lift your arm. Unless you're in the right thing. If you're on your weight and that. I mean, Gordon Bennett, I want it to be just a telehandler. I don't want any like... okay, let's just leave it there. Should be fine now. No, it'll muck around. Every single time I attach to something else, it'll muck around, which we need to do right now. You see, you don't get this problem with the Red Rock. And this is what I'm saying. It's why sometimes you should stick to what you know you like. I think we've got 3 of these. No. Only 2. There's a lot of money tied up in it, though. This takes me back the Manitou, but yeah, I don't like the... I do... Oh, it's done it. Yeah, no. This is the bit that I'm a bit worried about, because when I let go of this, when it sells, will it drop back to being connected, or do... And this is the faffiness that we've all got our little pet haze. When I jump back in that, will it have dropped back to... No, and that's my point, you see. I've now got to like cycle through to that again to make it work. That's my point. That's the faffiness I'm on about. I want to set this as a telehandler, so every time I come in it, I use it as a telehandler. I don't want it to be anything. I don't care if my old doors and windows open. It's a telehandler. I just want it to be a telehandler. That just so you sort of know, like what I consider faffiness. You know, you don't get that with. you know, the tools that I really like, yeah, that do struggle sometimes with certain very, very heavy things because it tries to pull the hitch down on the floor. So, which is true, it would. It's only the fact that I tell it all my life, it's struggling to turn badly. Well, luckily we don't do this very often. The other thing is obviously the one I should have stuck to. We could do it. Let's do it. Yeah, let's. Oh my life, it's just too terrible. Doesn't want to turn. Let's try that. No, I don't want to turn the other way. It's the physics on the hitch. I mean, I've got to be honest, it's probably about right. Should work. Right, so yep. And yep. I know we're losing, but it is what it is. Let's grab another telehandler. Let's grab the... Should we grab ours? I've never seen this. It is obviously really the same as the Merlot, but it's like, you know, reasonably priced. So let's go for it. It's got the 3-point hitcher standard. And it's... Did I muck around with it? No, I think I did originally. This was one of early attempt to fix something. Has it not got a floaty bit that I noticed sometime? No, I think the old one did. Yeah, so we'll buy that. I tried to make the colours different, and that didn't work. So there we go. We've footed the bill. We've sold everything. We're where we should be. We have obviously. So this is the BI Industries version. I did try to muck around with it, but when I did it didn't look right. I couldn't quite get the decal right to make it say BI, and I couldn't change the colour without the gate. With it, really, it was not happy. So we don't need. Just need the. Yeah, we need to pull that out of the way. I'm sure we can make do with that on another tractor that has a pin hitch in the future later on. So I'm quite happy. Yeah, brilliant. So we've got a Merlot down at the store. Let's just grab that, pull it out of the way a bit. Yeah, see, this is my idea of a telehandler. It just is a telehandler. That's its purpose, and I don't care whether it does. And I know some people do. I'm not having a go. You know, we're all entitled to how we feel about things, and you know, like we all feel strongly about different things. So I'm not sort of trying to sort of like steer anyone else that I'm right and you're wrong, because it's not that simple. It never is it? That's what I'm saying. You know, we've all exactly. Oh no, you can't do anything about it. We could reset it, I suppose. That might be... And then it'll be all level and nice, which is what the reset's to do, really. So, yeah, that's fantastic. So, I think pretty much... So, we've got a telehandler down at the store now, which is useful. We've sold all of our goodies. I think it's time to get through to September morning. We've done everything we want to do, so let's just do this. Yeah, no, because obviously we'll also see that our canola will grow by the morning, and it probably... No, we didn't. We plough. I think we did, actually. So let's go through till tea time. I say 5 to be safe. Let's have a look. No, wrong button. You should know what button this is. No, I didn't think so. Let's go through till... Either something pops, and we have ordered quite a bit, it seems to be stuck, or 12 o'clock at night. Or 1 o'clock maybe. It's close enough. Brilliant. Oh, the bread all. Do we keep it for ourselves? Yeah, but it sort of does away with the need for the our auxiliary tractor. Well, we could always reuse the auxiliary tractor as our animal tractor, really. It's not going to hurt, is it? So let's go through till 8 o'clock in the morning, and we can make a decision about that another time. Seven, 8. Brilliant. That'll do nicely. So then. Ooh. Oh, is that not typical? Is that... Now, come on. Right, okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Being as we paid for it, we're going to buy this one, and we're going to have this one down the farm. Sorry, down here. Or do we have this? No, because we don't need it. Yeah, I was thinking of like cashing in the... Yeah, no, it's design. I should know this. I do it often enough. Back 3-point link. And then we go... Yeah, no, that's it. That would normally be 98,000, but obviously isn't. So let's do it. So now we can sell this and keep that one. And we will sort of cashed in our generosity, but we will also have left the shop with a thing. Yeah, what I mean is we were down a bit. It was all right doing that, but let's just cash this in, and then we've not paid anything other than 40,000, which was not far off what we actually had as extra. That's what I mean. Then it's a fair cop. Fantastic. Because obviously you lose a bit in selling. When you buy brand new, you always lose a bit anyway. We all know that 5%, 10%, something like that. It's painful. So let's repair this. And this can be the shop's telehandler. And we're all brilliant. Yeah. The world is put right, should we say? Yeah, because we've dealt with the sunflower debacle fairly. That we're not. It's flying through the air, distributing forever, and obviously we're going to like grab the stuff that we get from the new lot, whether it's 20 tons or whatever. We'll grab that out and say until we've got that out, and then again it will just fly through the air. And we will not allow it to cheat us. Because, yeah, the olives were fine. That was just exactly what it said it was. So I don't understand why this is what it is. So it's September morning. How is our crop looking? Is it October, I think? I'd like to go through to that, really, if I'm honest. Yeah, 5 is very dark green. And that's obviously only just alive. Has it got any weeds? Shouldn't have. No, it hasn't. It's been mulched, fertilised. Yes, no, we did fertilise it, and it's fertilised once, which does mean it is dark blue. So, yeah. Fantastic. So, we're in business. No, they're scorched weeds on 5. Why is it showing a blue track all the way through that? We've not done any damage. Right, so let's go through till October morning. Did we look in the sales this morning? We did, right, okay. Yeah, no, we did Merlot, you Wally. Gordon Bennett. I know, I'm not... Yeah, let's go through till about 1. Yeah, I was saying this to a friend that we all sometimes have got to take a stand for what we believe, whatever that is, or else you've not got any integrity. And it's true. I mean, the best you can. As a human being, I dealt with that as quickly as I possibly could because the game is cheated, and I don't like that at all. So let's go to 5 o'clock. It does make me wonder if our things have been lost, but I have seen this where it glitches, and then a few months later it will spit them all out in one go, all of the things that you've actually got. Now this is, I put this in. This is the one thing I put in this time because this is a bit special. Yeah, adjustable, I think, because it mulches as well. Although we've got that covered. But I suppose if we didn't need to plough, we could still just use this monster. which is the 15.3 meter version. Yeah, that's the only thing you don't control. It is like whatever it comes as in the store, you can't adjust that. It's always stuck at 15.3 meters, which is still not small. But what I mean is, so we're going to buy that for us. So we have a mechanical weeder stroke cultivator stroke whatever. And that's going to earn us quite a few pounds. Let's just grab that and sell it. Why have we... Oh, no, because we're on the wrong view. It's why. We've lost all the icons. Have we accidentally switched them off? We Huh? What? I must have accidentally caught it. I must have done it. It's the only thing that makes any sense, really. As Sherlock Holmes said, fictional or not, you know, when all else is exhausted, even however improbable it is the correct answer, and it's true. It's got to be that I did click it by mistake, and it's selected, because I don't believe in coincidence, and I don't believe in, you know, these things happen for a reason. Frequently in Farm Simulator, I've, like, you know, shrieked about things. Oh, it's this, the game's shooting me, and then when I look scientifically at like what actually happened, it didn't at all. It was frequently my own fault, is the truth. Right, we could... No, we're keeping that. So let's go through till 12-ish or 1-ish, depending on how quick we are with the buttons. Ooh, not bad, not bad. And we found something too. The mover and the... Haven't we already got one? That we do need, definitely. And that we did ask for that. The Macdon... We don't transport wheels on this one. Then we can identify which one is which, because we have got this. So the second one arrived as well. Now, we may not have enough room to accommodate this. Yeah, I thought that. How did I know that? Yeah, how did I know that? Isn't it amazing? You know, your subconscious, because how would I know that, really? Same as how do I know that the work is about to finish? And I wouldn't mind if it was only... But I do it a lot. It sort of shows the power of the subconscious, as my dad would say. Right, so this is... Yeah, the other one was about the same. It's not much in it. They were both about half price, so... We don't need two, is my point. And that one we put the wheels on, so that's ours. It is true, isn't it? It sort of does sometimes emphasise, you know, like the thing that you don't, you know, the unconscious mind, or the subconscious, as my dad always called it. Yeah, he was a hypnotist when I was a very young person. Right, so 6 odd grand we made on that. It's very stable, the Merlot. Either of the Merlots, actually, it's very, very stable. So let's grab the... Yeah, and can seem to manage things far beyond what you'd expect them to do. So let's grab this. This is going to be heavy, though. It is. This might be... Oh, okay. It might not be a struggle as well. No, it is. It is wobbling. But I'm quite sure that Garant is going to, like, equalise this and then some. Should be solid as a rock now. And struggling, of course, because that is a beast. It's definitely better than the Manitou was. Yeah, I think the Manitou's got a higher centre of gravity. And we can see through the different designs how much of a difference that actually makes. that lower centre of gravity, it's certainly, yeah. I mean, there's a couple that are even better than this. One of the Fent designs, the Fent Senebogan one. Nothing, is it? Yeah, one of them. I can't remember which one it is, but it's really low to the ground, as well as having built-in weights that you can, if you can see the weight on the Fent version. You know, they've not tried to disguise it, whereas most of them like just paint it the same as the rest of the body, and it just looks like the body, whereas the Fent one, it looks like a weight. Right, now we should be able to get that. Right, this is a beast. Yeah, the Amity is big. So we have our normal harvester, and it's 2 headers. Amazing. We're deciding what we're going to do with the Bredel. I mean, the thing is, obviously, we're not doing precision farming. We don't need to lime very often. So to me, I mean, the Bredel on a precision farming let's play is very useful because you're liming so frequently, or I lime every time I've done, you know, if I was doing grass, I'd lime straight away again, so that I'm not going to like ever get low. I know you don't have to do that, but I just choose to. But on a normal, you know, like standard one, you don't lime all the time. It's not necessary. So yeah, it does make me wonder, do we just sell it? We must buy the front box though for the fence island. We're allowed to, so we will. Let's just push that mover back as well, so we're not taking up too much valuable space. And I think it's about time for me to go to work. It's 3 minutes to. So talk about perfect timing. We could, of course, yeah, we could have like lifted it up so it would go over, but you know, I'm happy. So let's push the Elmers back. I'm not sure if you can do that with this. I don't know that it's whether the chains, whether it opens if you do that or not, or does it stay tight? It stays tight-ish. It's sort of trying to open a little. It's sort of swivel axle, isn't it? I never realised, but it is sort of. There, I think we're about to hit the back. So let's sell this Bredel. And then we've pretty much cleared apart from our special animal one. So we're right up at 605,000. I think we can level that ground and make our animal place. I do, and do we go big? The only trouble with going really big with my proper robot one, it's like 300 grand. It's, you know, so that would like mean that we were back to operating budget just for buying that and not buying the animals. So to me, I frequently go with my medium because it makes more sense. Right, I'm going to say my goodbyes because my alarm's going to go off. So all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.